I knew it had some beehives in there, but jeez. Yeah. That's all getting cleaned out, so not sure if the other side's like that or not, but I'm gonna get all these out and start on the other side. Alright, so I'm gonna start on the teardown of the car. I'm gonna be starting with the glass, so I'll get the quarter glass off. It is just 5 bolts, so you have one on top. I don't know how hard it is to see, but you have one on top and 2 on each side. So you take those bolts off and push the window out slowly. I'll get the mirrors off. Those are just 2 bolts on the inside, so take those off. Get all these trim pieces off, so the front and back windows. I'll remove the tail lights. And after I do all that, I'll come up here, remove these wheel wells, and then, of course, supporting the fenders, I'll take off too, just so I can just open up the whole car. And after I get everything off, pretty much just start cleaning it all up. But I'm gonna put the camera down and start getting to work. You guys like the time lapse, or do you want me to explain exactly what I'm doing each time? But this is pretty much 5 to 10 millimeter bolts. Loosen them out. When I did, because the tape they used to put these windows in was still pretty sticky, so I took a knife and just cut along the edge of it, which helped out a little bit. And what you do is just press out the window slowly. Pretty sure it explains in the time lapse. Just want to be careful not to break the glass, but it's pretty much all it is. Like I said, you can see the little bolts. It has 5 nuts on there, 10 millimeters. Just get those off and push the window out. I'll get started on the other side. Put it back in the time lapse. I said, if you guys like the time lapse, let me know. Or if you want me to explain exactly what I'm doing, I could also do that. But for now, I like the time lapse because most of the stuff's bolt on, bolt off. It's not a hard concept to get. It just takes a little bit of work. But yeah, let me get started on this side, and I'll get back to you when I get to the mirrors. Alright, so got the taillights out, just 2 screws right there. I did notice the passenger side does have a little crack in it, so probably be looking at repairs for that, or just get a new one, or even go with the LED ones. But one thing I am doing with this car that I was not doing when I took the Elko apart was actually putting all the parts in one spot. So just need to get some Ziploc bags and some markers, so when I take all the bolts out, I can mark what goes where. But I'm gonna leave the windows in for now until I am ready to do some painting. But all this, I have to clean all that up. But it's not too much to it. These trim pieces, they pretty much just pop out. got one side off. This fender is a little messed up on the bottom. I ended up having to cut this tab off where it mounted to it. This bolt was stripped, so just cut that off. I could always just order the SS fenders that have the piece right here that you already need, the extension to line up with the SS nose, or just fix that. So we'll see. There's a bunch of fenders floating around on the marketplace also, so that's also another option. But one side off, hopefully the other side goes a lot smoother. And it's not too bad. All that will clean up. There's a little bit of rust here, might just have to treat that. But get the other side off and see how it looks. Alright, so pretty much got the whole front clip off. Did have a little problem on the passenger side fender, but it's all off. As far as the fenders, like I said, they're a little rusty at the bottom. So I think this side I had to cut this piece off. The bolt was stripped out, so just cut that off. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna just order new fenders or try to find some. They're about 200 bucks, I think, for the set, or it might be each. If it is, I know the driver's side is still good. The passenger side is the only one I had to cut a little bit, but it's a little rusty on the bottom. And then they can't be cleaned up. There were a bunch of wasp nests in there, so I cleaned all those out. These I'll clean them up, but overall, just gotta start cleaning all that. Firewall looks good. Inside of the doors looks good. So overall it looks good. I will have to pull this, or well, by LS it is going to be tough to fit a motor in with the AC, so that is cracked, so it'll probably be coming out, AC deleting this also. But for now I'll just leave it mounted up there. But what else? That's pretty much it. It's all stripped down. So quarter windows are out, trim pieces are off. In there. No rust through or anything. I'll try to keep all these body shims. But yeah, that's it. Just pretty much stripped it down, and next we'll be tracking down more parts and putting it back together. Of course, you get shot back, get all that out of there. Like I said, these were everywhere. But need to get a new wheel, put some air in that tire back there. It's starting to go flat. Make sure I can keep these ones for now, or if he wants them back, I'll get them back to him. But it's a money update. Of course, since everything's off, I'll take these off, get new bushings in there and clean all that up. Could look better right in there, but not too worried about it.